Hi, I'm Prateek Raja. I'm a director and co-founder of Experimenter, and this is Priyanka.
I'm Priyanka Raja, and we both co-founded Experimenter, a gallery based between Calcutta and Bombay.
So we set our roots in Calcutta. That's where we are from. We began the gallery in 2009. The thinking behind the gallery, of course, was already there in a few years before. And we are rooted in not only the city and the practices of the artist we work with, but also we kind of build a language or a vocabulary of contemporaneity through the program we build.
Galleries are often about the people who run it. We grew up in Calcutta. The two of us have been together since grade 8 or 9. And we spent our first years of life in that city. So that's how the first gallery needed to be there, because that's where we found our root. But then Bombay held a special part in our hearts because our story as adults started there. So when life gave us a chance and we had this wonderful gallery offered to us, it was the most natural choice of expansion. But from the work side of it, we also felt that our artists needed to be seen within a wider audience. And we feel there's a very similar kind of vein in terms of people's position on their politics and their expectation of what they want to associate with in these two cities. There's some sort of a commonality in that kind of strand. And we felt our program would be possibly welcomed in the city as we have been in our hometown. I think the incident that I'd like to discuss or share is what happened when we walked into the space. This space that we currently inhabit in Bombay was home to another gallery that we are great fans of. And when one of the founders of that gallery, who moved to another location, of course, but one of the founders of the gallery offered it to us and said, "You go see it, I will not be there." And we had decided in our mind that we're not going to go ahead because, we're also parents to young children and we have a whole bunch of other commitments. We also have 2 full-fledged spaces in one city and didn't feel the need. But we came in the afternoon sun and stood very much exactly where we're standing as we speak to your audiences, and we fell in love.
Yeah.
That afternoon light, us standing in the space, somehow made us feel like all of the challenges that will come as we go building in a multi-location kind of format for the galleries sort of standing felt handleable.
The possibilities that this space offered. We could imagine our artists' works here and would give them another avenue to show, like Priyanka said earlier as well. And it was just the right thing. What we felt as responsible gallerists we could do for our artists. It will add to their careers in a certain way. So it was a natural, organic flowing into the city in a way.
And I think architecturally, we're very architecturally bound. We have a very similar taste, strangely, in what we find as fascinating within architecture. And we're so lucky that all our 3 galleries are in these 100-year-old or more buildings. So we have actually been told by people that when they walk across our spaces, they can be in any space and feel like one room can lead to a room of another space because it's a certain time that we are representing within the choice of these buildings as our galleries.
Yeah. And also we are both interested in the history of cities and the fabric of how the city transforms, and the architecture plays such an important role. And to imagine newer purposes for old architecture, something that we're very interested in. So I think the audiences are much broader. There's a wide, 15 years, 16 years is not a short period, but even if you look at the continuum of the space, I think the biggest aspect of contemporary art and the viewership of contemporary art that has changed over time is how broad-based it has become, how much it's becoming now part of popular culture. Also, younger people, a lot of really amazing younger people are beginning to talk about the works, they engage with the art, they live with the art. I think that was very different in 2008 and 9. The depth of people coming in, and the spectrum from where they come through, like from a smaller cities to the major metros. People are all engaged in art in different levels and different points.